Welcome back, cowboys and cowgirls. I'm excited to be here with you this week. I think this is a very powerful message that we have this week for you. It's your entrepreneurship serves others, your business as a ministry. A lot of people think business is all about making money, but biblically, business is about serving people. Every product you sell, every problem you solve, every job you create, it's ministry in motion. So today we're going to really get into exploring how entrepreneurship isn't just about profit, it's about purpose. Your business can be your pulpit. Just think about that. So we're going to jump in to Galatians chapter 5, verse 13. This is Paul. You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. Just think about that verse of how powerful that is. Freedom isn't selfish. It's an opportunity to serve others. You as an entrepreneur, you solve problems that makes people's lives better. This is what I love about my network marketing business, direct sales, is I can help people become financially free. I can help people become healthier if they're having issues with health. It's just such a powerful business of serving other people. That's what we really like to do. We're solving people's financial problems. We're solving people's health problems. It's just, one of those things that's just a beautiful thing that we're able to do as being an entrepreneur. Business is simply service, structured and sustained. That's all it is. If you're serving others, your business is going to blossom. It's going to exceed, just like anything you've never been able to see. So when you launch a business, you're stepping into a God-given calling to love your neighbor in a practical way. This is true. You love thy neighbor. And if you're launching a business that you're serving people, you're loving your neighbor. This is why this is such a great message for today. Now let's get into the next one. Let's talk about Jesus in Mark chapter 10, verse 45. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Just think about that. Jesus was the ultimate servant leader. Look what he did. He came down here to serve others. He was always helping people. And then people followed him. Just think about that statement. He was here serving people. He was preaching them, but that was coming up over here. But he was here. He was a carpenter. He was serving people. He was helping people. And then people started following him. As entrepreneurs, our job is to serve our customers, our clients, and our communities. This is what we need to do. Remember, wealth follows service. The greater the service, the greater the impact. Always remember that. The greater that you can serve more people, the greater the impact, and wealth follows it. Remember, if you're doing entrepreneurship, if you do it right, it mirrors Christ's heart. Meeting needs, lifting burdens, and giving value. Just love this message today, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this message as much as I am too. Let's go into the marketplace as a ministry. Acts chapter 18, verses 3 and 4. Because he was a tent maker, as they were, He stayed and worked with them. Every Sabbath, he reasoned in the synagogue, trying to persuade Jews and Greeks. So this is about Apostle Paul. Paul funded his ministry through his business as a tent maker. So he was funding his whole ministry of being able to go out and talk and gather people as a tent maker. So you have to remember, you have to use what you're doing. The early churches thrived because believers brought the gospel into the marketplace. Your business is not separate from a ministry. It's one of the best platforms for it. So if you are serving God and doing everything that needs to be done with your integrity and serving others first, you're preaching what God wants to do. You're demonstrating this. So when you build a business with excellence, you build credibility. And credibility opens doors for influence. This is why you have to get out there and talk. Be yourself. Be truthful. Don't hide from it. Let's jump into 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10. How each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. They're teaching you, they want you to be able to take your talents that you have and serve others with this talent. So just think about it. Every job your business creates is an opportunity to bless a family. Every product you sell solves a problem for someone in need. This is why I love network marketing again. I can help people with financial and health. Two of the biggest burdens on our community right now is money and health. Look at our healthcare system of how much it costs and takes away from families. It keeps a burden on financial deal. Nobody can come financially free when they're unhealthy. So just think about that. Your stewardship of your business is stewardship of grace. So think about that. Your business may be the answer to someone's prayer for provisions. Don't care what it is, whatever business it is. But long as you're serving others and you're making sure that is the forefront of what your mission and vision is of it, it's going to be very successful. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Make sure stewardship is right there of how you're serving others. And everything will fall into place. But keep your integrity there. Keep truthful. So I'm going to give you some practical ways to make your business a ministry. Okay? Let's get in this. Excellence as witness. Do everything with integrity and quality. Don't half-ass things. Don't go back on your word. If you promise something, deliver it. The second thing, generosity as standard. Okay, tithe, give, bless beyond your walls. When you start getting money, don't just spend it on yourself. Give back. Tithing. Give them back to other people. Be generous with your money. You're not supposed to hoard it. Money is currency. So if you're not keeping it in circulation, not moving, it's not doing any good. So make sure you are giving with generosity. That's our standard. When we go out to eat, I give generous tips. And they appreciate. You never know whose lives you will change by giving an extra 5%, whatever. I'm a very generous tipper because I know how hard they work. I love giving back to people and helping them give back. The third thing, discipline in business. Oh, not discipline, discipleship in business. Mentor team members and customers with encouragement, not just for strategy. You have to give everybody encouragement, whether if you have team members that in the network business side that's trying to build it for financial reasons, teach them, help them, mentor them, coach them, do whatever you can. With your customers, like with our product, we're like, hey, have faith, believe this is going to help you because it accelerates the healing of what we're doing. If you go in with a mindset that you cannot do this, you cannot heal, it doesn't matter what is out there, you will never heal. You'll never be successful if you don't have the correct mindset. All right? So make sure you're going in with encouragement of everybody's going to be successful. Coach them, mentor them, talk to them, give them encouragement all the time on that stuff. All right, fourth, kingdom impacts goals. All right, set aside a portion of your profits for mission, charity, and community building. I know we talked about generosity before, but there's a lot of things that's, generosity. That's just, giving some tips, your tithing. But what do you want to do for a grander deal? Help a church, help an organization, your community. What can you do on a grander scale than just giving to certain things here? So make sure you're setting a portion of things. I love helping military organizations. Giving 10 grand to an organization here shortly. That makes a significant impact of them helping other soldiers. So think about that. And the fifth thing that everybody needs to start doing, especially after what happened last week, live your faith publicly. Don't hide your values anymore. Make it a center forefront. Make them the core of your brand. Keep them center. Don't apologize for living your faith. You need to keep that out there publicly. I don't know how important that is. I just know how important it is. It's something that needs to be done. And don't judge other people. You do not know where they're coming from, what experiences they have. One thing I loved about Charlie Kirk is he did not hate anybody. Whether he agreed with them or not, he lived with love. And that is one of the best messages that you can give back is love everyone. Don't judge. It's not our place to judge others. It says that in the Bible a lot of times. We do not judge. Whether we agree with them or not, do not judge. Love. So when you combine excellence and generosity, your business becomes a light in the marketplace. Just think about that, you guys. You want to be a leader? You're going to have to do it in these steps. This is how you become a leader of businesses, of everything like this, is by serving others. Then you become the leader. Because then people will follow you. They see your true self. They're not wondering if you have an alternative motive. So make sure you're serving others to succeed. So, entrepreneurship is not just about making money. It's about making a difference. Every product, every service, Every investment is a chance to serve and show the love of Christ. So, comment below, how can your business serve others more effectively this week? Let me know. Next week, in our next episode, we're going to look at how God wants you free to live out your calling. Just think about it. Why He wants you free to live out your calling. This is going to be another powerful message. Remember, cowboys and cowgirls, serve boldly, lead humbly, and let your business preach louder than words. God bless you all. See you next week.